All right, y'all. This is another episode of Old Charlie Please, where it's faith first, shade second. And let me tell y'all something. We got a special guest on the show today. I'm gonna let her to introduce herself, but before that, make sure you hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Make sure you're listening
Yeah.
and subscribing on all listening platforms. Spotify, Apple, iHeart, Overcast. I'm on Audible, y'all. Your girl on Audible, okay? Yes. Yes, well, you can hear this lovely lady's voice with the narration. You come listen to the podcast after. I'm
Listen.
just saying. I'm just saying. And without further ado, we have Miss Gigi Reads, your favorite narrator, aka LaShawn the Dunn, aka my dog. You know what I'm saying? Them hand claps, you know.
The head clap is wild. I love it.
Listen, welcome to the show.
Hey,
We gotta act
hey.
like we don't talk all the time, all
Okay.
day, several times a day. So,
I was gonna say,
but
I made it to the cut. I made it to the
oh God, yes, you're here. You've arrived, darling. You're here. But seriously, y'all, I have been waiting to link up with Sean in a more official capacity.
Yeah.
If y'all follow me on my page, Substack, we did a get down over there a couple of weeks ago because I
Mhm.
write these short stories. And make sure y'all do follow the Substack because it's kind of lit over there. I ain't gonna hold you. It's nice little $10 a month you spend.
It's
But
not on the inside. It's not
it's
on
it's
the
it's it's,
inside.
it's nice on the inside. But Sean was over there with me, but we haven't talked in an official podcast
Yeah,
capacity.
yeah.
So I want to, Sean, introduce yourself. Tell the people who you is, what you're about. Give it to us. Give us your origin story.
Uh, I am LaShawn first. I am the Good Girl Supper Club second, and now I am Gigi Reads, the narrator.
Yes, yes,
I'm
you are.
I'm the favorite good girl narrator. I'm trying to be.
You are.
Yeah, I'm on the scene with my gangster lean, and I'm having a great time being a narrator. So,
Listen.
yeah,
And
yeah.
and we love to see it. I'm just
Mm,
so proud of you. And before I start
thank
giving you
you.
all your flowers, you gotta let people know what your origin story is and your journey to narration. Like what got Gigi Reads here? What got you into doing 32 books a month
Listen,
in narration?
listen.
Cause girl
It's
be working. My girl be working.
I'm still shocked at the working, okay? But I'm glad to be a part of the working crew. I say that all the time, right? But literally I'm the read your way out of depression person. Like I got this opportunity to move into this little bitty, I call it my mini mansion. I was kind of going through it mentally. My best friend was like, "Yo, we gonna buddy read a book." And I can't quite tell you how I got into audiobooks, but it was like I was following Winston James. Like, wait a minute, there's black people that do this.
Yes.
Um,
Well, yes.
and I literally was like, oh, let me click his name and whatever he come up on. I was doing that, and then I got on TikTok because I was kind of reinventing myself, just having a good time, like living soft. And I started seeing narrators, and I was like, in my mind, I thought narrators were like, I don't know what I thought. I thought it was like not a reachable thing. Like these are stars or something like that, right?
Right,
Like
right, right.
I never thought that I could be a narrator. And then literally I got online, saw some narrators. They always had like, if you want to narrate, go to this link. And I just reached out to one and was like, do you coach narrating? Can you help me with getting started? And it kind of just made me start researching more. And I got some moving blankets and a microphone. It was like, we in this thing. And
Hey.
I want to say this too. Like when I started saying it online, like y'all knew when I first started saying, let me think about this. There were people that called me and had 2-hour conversations with me, like, hey, we need your voice. Never
Right.
said tell people that they were like calling me, telling me information, but it was like, this is what you need to do, da 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 da. And there were some heavy hitters in the space that said, can I call you? Let's meet. And they kind of just pushed me off the cliff. And here we are, 6 months
Here
and
we
10
are.
months later.
Listen, and we love to see it because I forgot we end up on a live one day
Yeah,
together with some
yeah.
people,
Hmm.
and you was like, I'm narrating. I was like, oh well, shit, I love a good audio, but what
Yeah.
we doing? What you doing? And I think we just kind of connected and clicked right
Mm-hmm.
then. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
so glad we did because it's been, man, what I say, one
Yeah.
of my council members, one of my
Right.
sounding boards, somebody I can consider a friend, a confidant, all of that. We done did everything but meet each other at this point,
Hey,
spending out at each
for
other's
real.
houses.
For real. For real.
But just to see you go through this journey,
Yeah.
it's just, for me, it's just kind of been surreal because it's like
Mm-hmm.
dreams do come true. Things
Yeah.
are possible, you
Yeah.
know. So I've just enjoyed just to see, you know, how you light up when, you know, you talk about, I remember you got the first one, you was like, oh damn, they want me. I was like, yeah, they want you. Like, what you I better say they want us.
Teamwork make the dream work.
Dream work, make the dream
Yeah.
work. Do you hear
Yeah.
me? And you
Yeah.
know, I wanted to have this conversation with you because we're always talking about our journeys in this book space, this book
Yeah.
community, and how far we've come, and some
Yeah.
of the opportunity we've gotten. We can't even believe some of the
Yeah.
positions we've been in, some of the people we get to talk to, some of the elbows we get to rub. So,
Yeah.
and we know that ain't nothing but favor, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing but
Most
favor.
definitely.
So, um, today we gonna talk about favor versus followers because, hey,
Yeah.
we gotta talk about it
Yeah.
because, you know, let this woman be an example that you ain't got to have 10,000 followers to get 10 books under your belt,
Hey.
right?
Yeah. Hey.
You know,
Yeah.
because we've always been taught that if the numbers don't match, the
Yep.
opportunities won't come. And
Yep.
that's just simply not true.
Yep.
So, Sean, I'm just going to turn it over to you. Like, tell them what your social media looking like, what your numbers doing, and what the opportunities you've gotten because of favor versus
Yeah.
followers.
I remember I was like just doing poems because I've
Mm-hmm.
always written. I was writing in high school, whatever, doing poems and all that stuff. And so I've been a little rapper girl back in the day, all the things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I remember just writing and doing snippets and
Mm-hmm.
just getting on the mic. When I tell you, I remember saying, I can't wait till I get 500 followers so I could sit on TikTok with my blanket in my lap, like the girls talking about, let's do a reading sprint.
Right, right, right.
And literally, I think when I said road to book one, I was probably at like 1,200 followers or something like that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
just being able to go live.
Yeah.
Um, and
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep reading, I'm gonna keep doing snippets, I'm reaching out to authors, and literally it was just like, oh, I'm feeling this. Let's just do it. But I did not have followers. Nobody knew who I was. I don't even think I had a narrator name yet. I didn't get a
Mm.
narrator name um until I got on ACX because I was like, I gotta put something here.
Right.
Page got shut down. Had to
Did.
redo the page. So literally, when we talk about favor versus followers, like my redo page uh started off at like 283. I'm just now at 2,700.
Mm.
If I'm saying 2,700 on TikTok, I can't even go live on Instagram.
You ain't got the G ball yet. You ain't got the G ball.
Hey, Facebook start flashing on me. I can't go live on Facebook.
But here's what I want people to understand is that favor is unexplained
Yeah,
access.
yeah,
Favor
yeah.
is being chosen without campaigning.
Come on, yo.
Favor is your name being mentioned in rooms you're not in.
Mm-hmm.
And favor will have people calling you for opportunities that you didn't even know existed,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So when we talk about favor versus followers,
Mm-hmm.
if it's for you,
You
it
gonna
don't
get it.
matter. You gonna get it. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't matter what your follower count says. Now we're not saying don't have faith and don't do the work.
Right,
We're never saying that. Don't play
right,
yourself now. Don't do
right,
that.
right.
But favor is something that's gonna do wonders for you. Favor can get you in places money can't get you
That's
into,
right.
influence can't get you into, status can't get you into, or your credentials can't get you into.
That's
So
right.
I'm loving the fact that you're saying, let me be living proof that
Yeah,
I ain't got 10,000 followers.
that's right.
I just started my journey a year ago,
Yeah,
and here's where I am right now. So
yeah,
I love the fact that you're somebody that can tell this because I done had some heavy hitters on the show. I
Yeah,
done had Tali on here. I done had
yeah.
the Danielle Allens. Like
Come on,
when
yo.
they're following, the
Yeah.
Jordan A's, like their following is here. But now I got somebody that's like, here, listen, my success matches that, if not more,
Hmm.
and I ain't got a fraction of what they doing
Hey,
follow wise.
I said, um, even like let's just use Black Romance Book Fest for an example, right?
Right.
I'm around there looking around, don't even know what I'm doing. I'm looking around, I'm looking around. I'm telling you, I think Britt must have stopped me like 3 times. Sean, where you going? What you doing? I don't even got a Gigi name yet, right?
Right.
And
Right.
so I'm looking around. Maybe I'll sit on this panel, maybe I'll do that. We talking about Favor. When the opening came, I didn't have one book. I didn't have one person, one author saying yeah to me, nothing. I'm still doing snippets and write. I'm not even reading book snippets. I'm writing my own snippets to read online, right? And Black Romance said, "Oh, you want to be a narrator? Let's do it." And literally, I said, "Wait a minute." My mother said, "Don't show up to a party empty-handed." So I gotta get one book, at least
Yeah.
one book.
Yeah.
And Favor says, "I'm not just gonna give you one. I'm gonna give you 10 for trying."
Man.
And
And
go ahead.
listen, let's talk about that.
Yeah,
Let's talk about how even though you have favor, you got to work your favor.
yeah, yeah,
You
yes,
got to work it. You
yeah,
can't, because people are pull for you, to do, but you got to show them something. You got to make them say, hey, this
yep,
favor is giving me the return on the investment that I initially saw in them.
yep. If
So the
I could
fact that
give
you
it
say
to
I
you,
can
with
be,
what you gonna do?
I got to get one,
Mm-hmm.
and now I got 10.
Yep.
I love that. Yeah.
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 And it's like, kicking the door, busting the fofo. And so,
I
or,
love a good gangster analogy.
listen, or, like, God is like, hey, I can give it to you, but what you gonna do with it? And so the
Yeah.
very first one, it was like, oh, okay, let me put together everything that I've seen already, all the things that I've learned just by watching. And he gave me the opportunity to, like, okay, this is what you saw him do. Can you do it? And can
Come
you do
on.
it your way? And can you be comfortable? And can you have fun? And LaShawn, can you do it without burning yourself out?
Yes.
Basically, can you trust me with it?
Come on.
Right.
Yeah.
And so yeah, here we are, never done this before. But I think we talked before about like how all your experiences can land you in one spot and you don't even realize it all was accumulative for this one moment in time.
Yep. I about to
Um
say because we're not gonna act like at one point in time, you went up there opening for, MC Light and some of the people back in the gap.
I did go
So
in the store. I
you
did it
know,
on the store.
I'm just saying, like you saw Mia X before she was Mia X.
Right.
So let's not act like you're not familiar with a microphone, Miss Girl.
Yeah,
And I,
yeah,
I mess with Sean. Like I'm gonna tell you what I enjoy about Sean. The more we talk, the more I get to know her. I found out some of every. When I say this lady has lived a million lives, she's truly a vampire. Okay. Sean tell me, and it's never a brag.
oh yeah,
It's always, oh yeah, well, when I was rapping back in the day, I met MC Light and them and
yeah,
all the MC backstage. What? You
yeah.
did what? You just gonna drop that on me, the ultimate hip hop head? So when you say, I'm new
Yeah,
to this, you're new to this side of the
yeah,
microphone,
yeah.
but you've been on the microphone. So
Hmm.
I think, well, I know that's why you're able to get comfortable and you know
Hmm.
about breath
Of
control and
course.
speed and tempo and diction and tone because
Yeah,
that microphone that you had back in the gap prepared you for this microphone.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? On
yeah.
your terms and your time.
Hmm.
So no,
Very
you
good.
you you ain't new to this. You just new to
Yeah,
this side. You ain't
yeah.
new to the other side. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That was
So yeah.
good. That was
She
good.
said that was good. That was good. Um, I also want to talk about like because we're in this world of content creation, we're
Mhm.
in this side of book community, and we can see how it kind of gets kind of it get kind of crazy sometimes.
Yeah.
People chasing numbers, they chasing
Mhm.
algorithms. I like the position that you're in because you're able to just create
Yeah.
and not worry about your follower count because you got
Yeah.
the juice like, hey, I'm gonna get it with 2,000 followers. I'm gonna get it with 500 over here. I'm gonna
Yeah,
get it with a band over here.
yeah,
I got it.
yeah.
Explain to people what their freedom feels like when you just say, F them numbers, create and let their favor work for you.
I think the chasing numbers is kind of like chasing money, right? I think that what people don't realize is just being your authentic self will build all of that. Like, be you first, and everything else will come, the rest will follow. And literally, follow is followers, right? And
Right.
so, when you get on and you talking about eating oysters, guess what's happening? There's 5,000 other book ladies that love eating oysters. That's like, wait a minute, where did oysters come from? Let me follow her and find out where the oysters came from. But you wouldn't think that that would be the thing to blow you up.
Right.
Well,
Right.
I'm
Cause
I'm in my oh go ahead. Was you gonna say something?
nah, I'm just like, cause everybody know Charlie love a good oyster.
Yeah,
A good Triborough oyster. You got
listen,
me. The
I'm
kidnapper
telling
could get
you.
me with that.
Yeah. And I think that the freedom of it is that I just get one, I came in just wanting to be myself. I didn't wanna like I wanted to laugh out loud. I wanted to do the crazy teenage dances. I wanted to play in makeup. And I wish people just knew if you could just be yourself, you will find
Yeah.
your tribe. Um,
Yeah.
and the way that feels is you're creating a safe space, even though the world got requirements, your job got requirements, your kids or lack thereof, there's requirements. Your family got requirements. I'm first daughter. I'm twin.
Yeah.
Call me when we want to find out if that's really our family or not, right?
Right,
But
right,
I've
right.
created this space where I could just absolutely be myself. Cause sometimes sporadically, thank you, Lord, thank you for parting the Red Sea for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm mid book going, still in love, like and having a great
Young Luther.
yeah. And so but I mean, I think freedom is the word, is no way to kind of describe it. It's just you create a space where you could be authentically you. And the hard part about that is when I turn the phone off, somebody has an expectation of me. And so I might not be able to laugh the same way. I was just laughing with Charlie on old Charlie Please with my homegirl because she might
Right.
be thinking I'm fronting,
Right.
right? But really, this is the real me. And so the training part of it is I'm taking this LaShawn into this LaShawn's life and saying,
Right.
fuck everybody that don't want it. And
That
so it's
part.
almost like you training yourself, right? You creating spaces everywhere where you could be comfortable. But don't pick a place to be fake because now you gotta conform to the fakeness. I'm trying to conform more to just being real.
And with that, when people are chasing, numbers and followers,
Hmm.
sometimes it just kind of feel like, people are performing for attention
Yeah,
instead of building with
yeah,
intention. You know what I'm saying? You're
yeah.
chasing visibility instead of alignment.
Hmm.
And it's like, again, I know people say it all the time, but what's for you really is going to be
Hmm.
for you. And I
Hmm.
think sometimes we can block our own favor, get in our own way because we're trying to do the thing that's that's
Hmm.
that's naturally not supposed to be happening. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Sometimes we really do. Like we know you got to put the work in,
yeah.
but sometimes you really just got to sit back and chill and let it come to you a little bit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And I think
yeah.
watching you and seeing how you move, I love your mindset.
Hmm.
I'ma still do this work, but I ain't begging for nothing. I'm not begging for your attention.
Nope.
I'm not begging for your time.
Mm-mm.
I'm not begging you to pick me.
Mm-mm.
You see me on this live putting this work in, and
Yeah,
I'm having a good time doing it.
period.
And if you want it, go hit me up. If you
Yeah,
don't, thanks for stopping by the live. I love that so much because that's a level of freedom a lot of creators do not have.
yeah,
They
yeah.
don't have it. So,
I think too, like when you chasing followers, chasing coin, chasing popularity, attention is a hell of a drug. I've been saying that for years. You get so desperate that you will try to be me, and I'm new. You've been here for a while, but you conform your longevity, your seniority in the space. because I'm new and a breath of fresh air. You want to now be Gigi when you should have stayed who you were. Like, I was respecting you, but now
Yeah.
you trying to be me and mimicking me, but it's really coming off as thirsty.
Yeah.
Because we all have our own individuals, but I'm not gonna do the podcast, yo. But I'll be over here all day talking about it, nigga, where them babies at? You know, I'm over here trying to get my man voice together, right?
Right, right, right.
But I think that that's something that we need to add to about being addicted to that follower account because
Yeah.
you know, in being performative, you lose your identity. And one day you're gonna need it and not gonna have it.
Yeah.
Mm,
And you said something that stuck out to me saying, you're doing stuff, you're being desperate.
yeah,
I love to say desperation breeds bad decisions,
yeah, yes,
right?
yes,
So in doing that, you're so desperate to get your follow account up or to be seen, you're going outside of who you are.
that's it.
You're pulling off of everybody else's plate because you see it working for them and you
Yeah,
want it to work for you, but that's
yeah,
not your thing. You know what
hmm,
I'm saying? And we're all inspired by somebody or something. Lord
yeah,
knows I just got inspired by the Michael Jackson move, but I ain't
yeah,
moonwalking no
yeah.
fucking word. You know what I'm saying? Nowhere. Now,
That was
do I
good.
want do I want that work ethic? Do I love how he
Yeah,
manifested? Did he see where he wanted to be? Did he say, "Hey, I'm gonna say
yeah,
have the biggest seller and welcome"? Yes, I want
yeah,
the biggest podcast in this
hmm,
space. I want the success that comes with it. I want to bring my friend with me.
right.
Yes, but I
Yeah,
can only do it in a way that makes Charlie
that's
Charlie.
right.
Just like with narration, you sitting up there with some heavy hitters. You
It's
sitting up there
crazy.
with the Wesley Shabans. You're sitting
Yeah,
up there with the Tree Taylors, with the
yeah.
Charlie L. Woods, with the Miles Washington, with the Midnight Mikes. You know what I'm saying? With the Jacoby DM. I know all y'all names by the way, narrators.
Hype me up. Hype
And
me.
your name is in those
Yeah,
conversations, but
yeah,
you're doing what Gigi
yeah,
knows how to do. And I
yeah.
think people need to grasp onto that. So hats
Mm-hmm.
off to you for just sticking to
Man,
the
thank
rivers and the
you.
lakes that you used to.
Listen,
You know what I'm saying? Because
listen.
we're in a space now that people really don't value creativity or
Yeah,
originality. They say now
yeah.
it's a epidemic of
Mm-hmm.
copycats. No matter what level you're at, no matter if you're way up here or you're just starting out, if you're
Yeah,
doing something that looks good, they're gonna snatch it.
yeah,
But
yeah.
but the thing is, you gotta outwork them because you can only copy for so long.
You can only copy. And here's the thing too. Hey, pimp, what are you known for?
Yes.
What are
Well,
you known
yes.
like in this space? I'm like I always say like, man, you are a reliable source with just a plethora of things, right? In this space, at church, near my house, at my job, everybody says, LaShawn, we know your life.
Yeah.
So if I was trying to copy somebody else's, it wouldn't be what am I known for? Like,
Yeah.
what am I gonna be remembered for? I can't be remembered for trying to do a podcast like Charlie. It ain't gonna last long.
Yeah.
But I can be remembered for being myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or whatever. So yeah.
Okay. Well, I want to switch gears a little bit and we'll get back on favor because we can talk
Mhm.
about favor
Look
all
all
day,
that.
all day long. I just want to talk about like some of your prep when you
Okay.
getting ready to narrate. Like,
Okay.
you got this book. It's from one of the hitters, it's from one of, a lot of people favorite authors. What
Yeah.
comes with that? Is it a level of nervousness? Is it like, oh, I got this shit in the bag? Or, what is the mindset to get you ready to narrate your next project?
So pen to paper process is they'll send it to you and they'll say, like, do you want to be considered? And you pop open the link, you look at the book, and I'm like, you would have considered reading this. And so then, you read the synopsis, you look at the author, you look at the reviews and all that stuff. And then I'm still shocked when I get accepted for books. So there's that level of butterflies, right? And then there's your regular prep process, which is like dialogue highlighting and the narrator red tape. But when it's time to actually, like when I'm reading a book, you almost come in line with the characters. Um, and so you'll say, "Oh, I know who she's supposed to be. She's the spoiled little girl, so her voice might be a little bit whiny, but not so much that it gets on the listener's nerves, because sometimes we don't like that." Or, "Oh, that's the dad. I know how the dad's voice is." And so you kind of map out what the voices are, record the voices so you can like track them, make sure you
Mm-hmm.
don't cross over voices.
Right,
Um,
right, right.
but I'm always nervous. I'm always nervous. I don't want to sound the same. Some of our favorites sound the same and everything. Not
Yeah.
knocking them because they're great, right?
Right, right,
Um,
right.
but
But
sometimes
you
for
need a different
certain,
voice for certain
yeah,
projects. Yeah.
yeah, I want to be able to. I've heard narrators go four different voices in one chapter. I want to be
Man,
able to do that. And I mean, you would not know that they the same person.
listen, let me tell you how Tree Taylor ate up The Secret Life of Maggie Gray and narrated four different college age girls'
See,
voices. I thought it was four different people, four different women. And then one
see,
of them had a sweet Southern Louisiana accent. One of them was from Atlanta. One of
see,
them was from New York. And I forgot where my other girl was from. Oh, Susan, she was the sweet little,
yeah.
sweet little chick or whatever that didn't have like, a real origin story. She from the underground and shit. But I felt like I was listening to a movie with the picture
And
off.
I'm
It was
telling you,
amazing. Tree
that's
did
the
that.
thing. That's the thing that I want to be able to do. Like that's my
Right.
Michael Jackson manifestation. Like,
Yes.
hey, I want to be able to do that. And what I do though is I like practice the voices. So I don't have like I don't know what my range is yet. I need to come out of the fear of acting like the character. Like I
Yeah.
might have to just not go live and just get real goofy to get my other range out, right?
Right, right, right,
Um,
right.
but I'm very humbled and grateful at the fact that people choose me. So I'm never like, nigga, I got that in I did that. Now
Yeah.
sometimes when I'm narrating, one time I was narrating, I want to say it was the Tasha Marie, and the dude was learning how to read. Hey, when I was like doing it slow, hey, I couldn't get the words out before I was like, oh hell yeah. So I might have those kind of moments,
Yeah.
but I'm really just having a good ass time. All jokes
Yeah.
aside, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you how I know you having a good time. You be up, and I call it the ass cracker dawn.
yeah, 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 yeah,
You hop on TikTok live now. Sean is in Cali.
yeah,
I'm in Texas. It can be 8, 7, 8 o'clock my time.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
5, 6 her time. And I'm just up for my first little wake up, my
Tinkle,
first pee,
yeah,
water break, brush the teeth, do the hygiene just to get
yeah,
back in the bed because I
yeah.
got the morning call with the job.
Hmm.
I stopped you there, you full smile,
Oh
you
yeah.
happy, good morning, how y'all doing? And I'm like, baby, I am an old man by the fucking dumpster. And don't talk to me. It is too Bridget. Don't. But you come in and you do it with so much grace.
Yeah,
You
thank
do it with
you.
so much laughter. And I was like, my dog really having a good time.
I'm having
And
fun.
it's one of them things like, and we want you to get paid.
Yeah,
Don't see this like, oh, she gonna do it free. She ain't doing shit for free.
right.
But I could tell this is one of those things. If the money didn't come right now,
Oh
you
yeah.
would still enjoy creating
Mhm,
and still doing it. And
mhm.
I love that for you. And again, it
Thank
gives
you.
you that freedom to keep going because,
Mhm.
like you said, we get to chasing followers. We get to chasing dollars. We get to
Yeah.
chasing influence.
Yep.
It takes the joy out of it. It sucks
Mhm.
the life out of it. Even with reading now,
Yeah.
reading was just a community thing. You
Yeah.
found your fellow reader. Oh my gosh, she reads. We read together. It's like
Yeah.
now who got the best content? Who doing the
Yep.
best reviews? Who can make the author only want to work with this person because
Yep.
they feel like they gonna make. And it's just like let's get back to the core of enjoyment
Yep.
of our favorite things.
Mhm.
So I love that, you there with it. I do want to
Thank
ask you
you.
though, because you still, oh, you're welcome, because you're still, new to this. You
Mhm.
you you got a piece of your toe in the water.
Yeah,
And we love to say it take money to make money. Can you
yeah.
just explain what some of the investments you've had to make to get into narration to see the return on that investment come back to you?
Oh, that's a good question. Oh, that was good. Um, time, time. Time is money as well. But like you said, I've created a schedule for myself that 4:30 to 6:30 in the morning time, research time. Um,
Yes.
I have done some coaching. Um, I did. I want to say I've done two sessions with Wesley, and I'm gonna try to do another session with her. Um, what else? The equipment, the stuff that you don't think about, like I cut off half of a room. So there is the they call it treatment, and that's soundproof in your room, right? So getting your blankets together, getting your soundproofing equipment together, making sure you got a quality microphone, talking to an engineer may cost you a couple $100, but some of them will do like a consultation first for free. But I think the most is time, and I want to say maybe a good $500 just in making sure my desk is okay, getting my computer, getting my external hard drive and stuff like that. Like I'm gonna have to invest in a new laptop
Yeah.
immediately.
Yeah.
I've been dancing, but I gotta get
You
that
gotta go
done.
and get that MacBook,
Yeah.
friend. I hate to tell
Listen,
you.
we talked about that months ago, and
I
now
hate
it's
to tell
like
you.
mm, I'm gonna have to
Gotta
do
do
it.
it.
But
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah, so I think the major investments, and I don't know if I could say that this is an investment, but like literally getting your mental right.
That is an investment.
Yeah, get your mental right.
That's
Like set you out a section of life so you can actually make this thing happen, because I think sometimes we say I could commit to this, but life doesn't allow for us to commit. And not comparing myself to anyone, my kids aren't here anymore, right? My kids are grown and gone. I'm in my mini mansion by myself. My obligations are like my obligations, but they aren't anything that interrupts. I don't like being
right.
interrupted, right?
Right. Right.
And
Right.
so I now have space and opportunity to make this happen mentally. And so time, mental space, and then getting yourself the right equipment and
Yeah.
all the research and stuff like that.
Yeah. And two things:
Okay.
the time investment,
Yeah.
and we know with time, that's something you ain't gonna never get back.
Nope. Nope.
And with time, is what you put into it is what you're
Hmm.
gonna get back out of it. So I
Yes.
think you saying that was chef's kiss, because we
Yeah.
can count dollar for dollar all day
Hmm.
long. You can
Hmm.
write what you spend on you can write that off on your taxes, whether
Hmm.
it's by deduction or itemization, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then investing in your mental.
Yeah.
To me, that sounds like creating a schedule, getting enough sleep,
Getting
making sure
organized.
getting organized,
Mhm.
making sure that going to the gym, because the physical connects to the mental, right?
Yep.
And
Yep.
again, these are the things that people don't talk about when you're a
Mm-mm.
creative, because you have to set aside time for things like that you
Hmm.
can't write down and you can't account for, you can't spend money on.
Hmm.
Um,
There's a there's certain things that I think we don't talk a lot about as narrators. Like, okay, 4:30 is my time, but there is a whole breathing exercise that has to happen. There's a whole, you can't brush your teeth before you narrate because it does clicking. So what I do is I do an oil pull in the morning because I don't want my mic to talk back to me, right? So I do a cool oil pull. The
right,
fact that
right.
I love French onion dip and cold ruffles out the refrigerator. Hey, if I know I'm gonna be narrating, I gotta put that dairy down. So
Damn.
these are all things that play a role in the time and in your effort and in your mental, because hearing that clicking is gonna drive you crazy and you can't fix that. That's not a fixable thing
Damn.
unless you want to have green apples in your booth all day. Um or whatever. And so yeah, those things are very important, but we don't. talk about them when we say jump on there, read a roadmap, da 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 da. It's a whole list of things you got to actually prepare for.
Right.
Mhm.
Listen, you sure you ain't been doing this 10 years? Because, baby, the way you just broke. Now, we talk, you ain't never told me nothing about that, about not brushing your teeth and got the oil pill and the
Yeah,
cutting and you can't eat certain foods. But
yeah,
I will say this: the thing I love about us, you said it earlier, is that we're researchers. We
yeah,
gon' we gon' hyper call it the ADHD. We gonna hyper fixate on
yep,
something. We gonna research it to its core. We
yep.
gonna store the information nobody never thinks about. We gonna pull out
Hmm.
the parts that don't make sense, but it makes sense to us.
Yeah,
All that ties into why your favorite is working for you, and now
I
you
know
why
it,
you're
man.
working into this narration role, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Because anybody else I would have asked that question to, I feel like just would have been, oh, well, I spent this much on the mic
yeah,
about this, about that, about that, and that's
yeah,
cool. But it's like, let me take you to a part of this that nobody really
yep,
talks about.
yep,
You know what I'm saying? You got to
yeah.
eat certain things. You got to wet your
Hmm.
whistle. You got to make sure you
Hmm.
sound good in the morning. Like, that's why you got them 10 books, friend. I ain't gonna hold you. Because somebody only doing
Thank
this
you.
for a year probably wouldn't be here. They probably learned that year 3, year
Yeah,
5, year
yeah,
1. So
yeah.
imagine what your year 3, your year 5
Man,
is gonna look
listen,
like. You know what I'm saying? And you
yeah,
doing these
thank
different
you.
voices,
Yeah,
it's gonna come.
yeah,
It's Rome one built in a day.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
we gonna be looking like damn. It was 5 women on there. No, it was just Sean. It
It
was
was
just
just
Gigi Reads. It was just Gigi
belly.
Reads. Now let me ask you this because you've had the pleasure of working with co-narrating some books
Yeah,
with some of these heavy hitters
I
such as
know. Not like
Winston James and amongst others. Who is somebody you have not worked with, male or female, yet that you're
uh-huh.
looking forward to as far as narration goes?
Yo, I'm not gonna hold you. I kind of want to work with Miles. I,
Ah,
I'm, just,
this is
I'm
the
not gonna
second
hold you.
time. Wait a minute. This is the second time my biggest op has been mentioned on this damn
Listen,
show.
I'm not.
I'm sick of y'all mentioning that man. I'm just playing. Y'all, if y'all know this me and Miles running joke, I
Yeah,
promise y'all
yeah,
it's all love.
definitely,
That you want to work
definitely.
with. That'll be dope though.
I think that would be so wrong.
That'll
I
be
think that
raw.
would rock. Yeah, and
So to you authors that's listening to this, y'all need to make that Miles and Gigi link up happen. I
yeah,
would love to see it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
Who
think
else
that would
though?
be dope. I don't really know a lot. Like I would love to. I want to say his name is Emmanuel.
Oh, Manuel Ingram.
Yes, Emmanuel
Yeah.
Ingram. I would
Yeah,
want
he's
to work
another
with
one.
him. Um, I'm trying to think of who else I would want to work with. I would definitely eventually want to work with Midnight too. I saw Midnight at Black Romance, and he was talking about how he liked to do the thug hardcore get down because he live a corporate life or
Yeah.
something like that. So I just think that would be so wrong
Yeah.
to work with him or whatever.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I would love to do a multicast. Like just
Mm.
jump in. I want to be able to use my dog clicker and be like, hello, click, and fine, click. Like so that they can put
Ah,
cards on
yeah,
you.
yeah, 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 yeah. And you know what? Honestly, those are like I like when the dialect goes back. I'm cool with like the woman reading for the man part
Yeah,
and vice versa. But I like when it sounds like a conversation. Again, I
yeah,
always say I like it when it sounds like you're listening to a movie and there's no
mm-hmm,
picture. So
yeah,
when it's like that, I think that is so dope. So if that
mm-hmm.
would have happened, oh, it'll be bomb to
Hey,
have
it's
you on some
over
other
with.
narrative. It's over with. That's gonna change the game.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, Speaking of game changing,
Uh-huh,
I want to go into how big audiobooks and narration is now because
yeah,
I've always listened to audiobooks. Like
uh-huh,
my first adult audiobook was a Eric Jerome Dickey book by the
uh-huh,
name of Decadence, and that's when Audible has just kind of like started or whatever. So I was like instantly on it.
uh-huh.
Compared to where it was last year until now, what does that growth feel like as far as producing projects for people and authors and them always saying, can you do this? Can you do that? Did you see audiobooks and narration taking off at this capacity?
No,
Yeah.
not for me. Not for me. I'm not gonna hold you. I'd be lying if I was girl, I knew I was going no. I thought I literally thought Road to Book One was gonna be me getting one book for Black romance.
Mm.
I did not at any point did I think I would have more than one book. And then I
Mm-hmm.
remember it got to four books. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh snap, we'll be all right. Okay, cool.
She said we're
I
gonna
have
be
a
all
little
right.
special edition, little y'all can sign to, we could do that kind of stuff.
Right, right,
But
right.
even in being in the narrator space, the comparison bigger than Gigi, I
Mm.
did not know it was so many narrators, so many like I didn't know audiobooks was audio booking like this. Like I
Yeah.
had no idea. Like I knew, okay, you go to Audible. I knew you go to Hoopla and find some stuff, but just working with different co-narrators and hitting their name and finding out their list of catalog
Yes.
where
To
I'm
be
like,
extensive.
you on me and I'm three books in. Like that kind of it's like that, right?
Because the
And
work is there.
the work is there and it's definitely not a crab in a barrel space. Um, but just seeing it blow up in my face, like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, yeah, I got 10 on Audible. There's still some that I'm working on right now. As
Mm-hmm.
I'm going live, I'm meeting other narrators. I'm in all these different spaces, shout out to the people that even recognize my name. But I
Mm-hmm.
show up in places and I'm like, oh, I do audiobooks. And they like, Gigi, we know you. And I'm like, my bad.
Yeah.
I
Because
did not know. Oh,
it's what
whatever.
they say, your reputation precedes you now,
It,
darling.
it precedes you. But I had no idea. I didn't even know audiobooks were this big.
Yes.
I
Oh
didn't
yes.
even know that was that big. Like when I first started, because that's the other part when you talk about the investment. I
Mm-hmm.
had to learn how to be an audiobook engineer,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
right? And so and do it perfectly because I need to make sure that people that have an issue with sound or people that are listening, I don't want to be DNF.
Yes.
I don't want to be DNF. And
Not
so
3% in.
listen, and I done seen some ones and how did this
Yeah.
get past editing, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so even with that, I started this sounding board group for people to listen. I didn't think that was gonna take off. I
Oh
thought it'd
yeah.
be like a couple homies, but it's like 15 people saying we'll listen. And so
Yeah.
it's just a testament to how big audiobooks are, how important being a great narrator is, and the demand for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love it because although I love to eyeball read,
Yeah.
sometimes I just don't have the time,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Grad student, running
Yeah.
two podcasts, still trying to create, still trying to.
Come on,
So
y'all.
sometimes I want to keep up with what's going on. And I
Yeah.
love my favorites, but hey, give me an audiobook. Give
Yeah.
me that, give me that advanced listener copy. I need
Come
it,
on,
right?
yo. Come
So it's
on, yo.
like I need to be able, and sometimes what I'm reading
Hmm.
doesn't really come to life until I hear it.
Yep.
And so when you got the right narration
Come on, y'all.
with one of your favorite authors and they good at what they do,
Yeah.
oh, that story lives on and on and on. And then
Yeah.
it make me want, oh, damn, let me go back and read this line myself
Yeah.
to make sure that's why
Yeah.
immersive reading has become so popular now,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
we really do love the audiobook game. Now
Hmm.
again, I had Miss Ronnie on the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's an audiobook girl like me.
Yeah.
And we were just talking about how, because she hated audiobooks at first.
Hmm.
But I remember coming into this space and people hated it. And I just never understood. So to see where that was a year
Yeah.
ago, a year and change until
Yeah.
now, it's
Yeah.
like we be waiting for it's to the point that some people like, well, I went on audiobook, come out, I want to hear so and so
Yeah.
narrate it. I love that for y'all. I love to see
Hmm.
y'all working, getting money, creating new lanes for
Yeah.
yourselves. It's
I,
just it's a good thing. I love it. It's a beautiful thing.
I've had people tell me that they did not listen to audiobook before me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, that's such a compliment because when they say like, gee, you got a different voice,
Mm-hmm.
right? And um, and it's some negative, some positive. I understand. Like, I got that good gutter. They may not everybody don't want that, right? But to know that, like you said, like Tree, to know that Wesley, to know that Gigi, to know that LB, to know that Miles or Midnight, those are the voices, Winston, that have turned people on to audiobooks. It's raw.
Yes. Yeah. The
That's dope.
Jacobus, the Emmanuels, the
Yeah,
Sharif Stevens. Yeah.
man,
And it's
come on,
like
yo.
our favorites keep bringing
Yeah,
these stories to life. And I
yeah,
love it because, I
hmm
can only speak for us, my black
hmm
people,
yeah,
my beautiful black queen, kings and queens. I love this ecosystem
yeah,
that authors
yeah,
and narrators have created. I love that authors, and you have experienced this, say, hey, whenever I have a book, you my person.
yeah. That's
When I wrote this
crazy.
story, your voice was in
Yeah,
my. How does it feel to have artists be like, "Hey, I don't care. Damn it, I can write the alphabet. You reading it."
I, I, I don't know. I'm like, people have said that to me, and I'm like, because life trauma will make you say that's cool until it's
It
not
ain't
cool,
cool. Yeah,
until it ain't cool, right? Am I complimented? Hell yeah. Are you me? Like
yeah.
for real, me? And the shocker is they wasn't lying. They wasn't lying. And I'm like, the next one, to the point now where certain publishing houses don't even ask me for these authors, this set group of authors. They just say, good news, the emails, good news, we got another one for you. Can you do it on this date?
But
First
you
of
made me
all,
throw no Baptist fit on this podcast.
first of all, babe, babe, I feel like chilling
Favor.
on stage, babe.
But you made me shout, sweat out there, silk press shouting.
Hey, listen, that's wild. That's wild to me.
That's favor.
It
That's
is absolute,
yeah.
absolute favor. And I still don't know how to feel about it. Sometimes I'm sitting on my bed and my eyes get watery because, my mom said, Sean, everything you touch turn to gold. And I'm like, it does until it doesn't. Right. And one time my pastor told me, hey, I think God gave you that cafe to keep you from making a bad decision. And I said, oh. And then he told me, I think God keep blessing you until he's giving you the things until. So you keep waiting. You need until right now, but you don't realize he walking you all the way through that thing. And
Sure
so
will.
when people say, hey, you on my next book, how am I booked out until September?
Favor.
That's crazy.
That's favor.
That's favor. That's
Yeah.
favor. And so,
Yeah.
like we said, that's favor with 1,200 followers.
Yeah.
That's
12.
favor with 2,000 followers.
Yeah.
That's favor with me not even knowing how many. I did a dance. I did a dance for 1,000. I ain't looked back since. I just wanted to do the dance because that's what they
Yeah.
was doing at 1,000.
Yeah. 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 And
Yeah,
I some of my counterparts in this
yeah,
space,
yeah,
they lap me and following. They lap me, but it's just
yeah.
kind of like Charlie name is gonna get mentioned in some capacity.
Hey, man.
And like you're like, oh, hey, me, yes, me,
Me,
yes,
me,
me,
me.
and
Hmm.
I want people to understand again, if you take nothing else from this episode,
Yes,
take that what's for you is going to be for you.
yeah,
Your calling is your calling. Your favor is your favor.
yeah.
Don't chase the algorithm.
Nope.
Don't chase these numbers. Don't do goofy mess
Mm-mm,
to be noticed. Don't
mm-mm,
be a crash out and don't be
mm-mm.
a send out either.
Nope,
Just do
nope.
you. Cause it's gonna make you win every time.
And even when you look at like when you look at just the Charlie space from a year ago, from 2 years ago, from being a reader, an audiobook girly to now being on first name base. Because I think we don't we don't we underestimate what it is to be first name basis with people. Back in the day, first name basis was a big deal,
It
right?
was.
Where I got somebody saying this author want to work with you, but they don't have a voice for you yet, but they trying to create a voice for you. What?
Yeah.
What? Like, um, you could start a text stream or whatever, but it's with people that you would not have thought 3 years ago. I'm just reading your stuff.
That's
And
it.
now we in a whole crew,
Yeah.
or
Listen.
whatever. Yeah. And that's him parting the Red Sea for us. And so, yeah, you have to trust that, like you said, what's for you is for you. And he's already made the steps 5 steps ahead of you even getting there. You walking
Listen.
in and they already know who you are. And you like, Timmy, I, hi, and they
And
like,
they
girl,
like,
you
girl,
don't give
shit,
me a
girl,
step.
get over here. Be quiet. We know who the hell you is. You be like, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
I
new
didn't know. I didn't know.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, and I like what you said about the first name basis because, again, not to brag, but I can pick up a phone call
Yeah.
and call some of y'all favorites and say, I'm
Yeah.
doing this, da da da
Yeah.
da da. And that's whether it's an author, a
Yep.
creator, a narrator.
Come on,
You
yo.
are it brings me so much joy. Just yesterday, I hit somebody up
Mm-hmm.
to do the Refine and Ratchet podcast with me
Yeah.
and Nisha.
Yeah.
I said, hey, if this got to be an email, let me know. Because I'm
Yeah.
about professionalism first. The first thing that said out your mouth, I don't care what you want, when you need, and how I need to get there. Y'all
Yeah.
family. It's
Yeah.
done.
Yep. Come on, yo.
Now, this
Come on, yo.
person is that person as far as
Come on.
content creation. You know, they got media
Yeah.
agencies. They that. But when Charlie called,
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
Charlie texts,
Yeah.
that's favor.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
know
it
what I'm
comes
saying?
from not clowning. It comes from
Mm-hmm.
not crashing. It comes
Yep.
from letting your reputation precede you. It comes
Right.
from being a trusted source in your space. Somebody may be, I'm a trusted source in the pound cake space. I'm
Mm-hmm.
working on being a trusted source in the narrator space, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
you a trusted source in the book space, in the podcast space, on the business side, when you talk about health and well-being and stuff like that, right? When you pick your thing and I am the trusted source in this thing, you
Mm-hmm.
can call whoever you need to call and they don't got to worry about it. It's safe.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
And
safe.
that just it's just little stuff like that
Hmm.
that reminds me that I'm doing something right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Even when I talk to people who I don't necessarily have a close relationship
Hmm.
with,
Hmm.
but they excited to be here. They're excited to talk to me.
Yeah.
Of course, whatever you need, let me know.
Yeah.
It's like, dang. And then
Yeah.
you talk to somebody else, well, she told me she went away to do my shoulder. She booked out to, oh, that wasn't me. I
Oh, that's not my business. That's
That's
not
not
my
my
business.
business. Because
Yeah.
when I called,
Yeah.
when I text,
Yeah.
when I DM'd, it was a different story. So I gotta go with
Exactly.
that and go with God, you know.
Hmm.
And even when, we not perfect people, we
Yeah.
don't show up as our best self, that favor
Yeah.
reminds us to get
Come
back on
on,
track,
man.
right? It
Yep.
reminds you like, hey, you in a different position. You had a snafu,
Come
but you
on,
need to
yo.
come back because you got to
Yep.
understand who you are and what's for you. You
Yeah.
can't, you can afford a few little
Yeah.
whatever, but bring
Yeah.
it back, reel it back in, and get back to the task at hand.
Exactly. Hmm.
You know, because
Hmm.
I done had some moments.
Yeah.
I done, hey, I'm shutting it all down.
Yeah.
But I gotta remember, Gigi gotta remember,
Yeah.
we set up different. What you always say, the charge on us,
The charge is on us.
the charge
Yep.
on us. So
And
we
while they
got
sleeping, we stressed out.
we
While
stressed
they
out.
sleeping, we losing.
Yeah,
While they sleeping, opportunities getting taken from us. While they
yeah.
sleeping, our name is the one that's gonna last the longest. Out of all
Mm-hmm.
the kids that took the bubble gum from the store, I'm the one that got caught and got the whooping. You know what
Listen, my whole life.
I'm My whole life is
My
that
whole life.
way.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody in the
Yeah.
classroom laugh, but Charlie, you gotta go to the principal office.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yep.
And we all here kicking it, but
Hmm. Hmm.
with favor does come responsibility.
It does.
Unfortunately, that's the other side of favor. You
Yeah.
gotta be responsible with it.
Yeah.
You can't take it for granted neither. You
Mm-mm.
can't think you gonna keep getting it. You know what I'm saying? Because
Hmm.
it will be taken away from you, and when it's
Yep.
gone,
It's gone.
it's gone.
It's gone.
It's
It's
it's it's
gone.
it's a wrap. It's a done daughter. So if you leave here with nothing else today,
Yeah, man.
understand who you are,
Yeah.
understand what you're doing,
Hmm.
understand that you can get it done with little or nothing,
Yeah.
and understand your favor ain't gotta make sense to nobody else but
Hmm.
you and that man upstairs.
Period.
That's it.
Period.
Hold on, like we didn't went to church today, baby. Look, y'all can send your Cash App ties to
Listen,
Coco
listen,
901.
listen.
We taking up collections. You know, this was Bible today. It was Bible study. It was a lot of things. It was a lot
Yeah.
of things. All right, Sean. Before we get up out of here, I do want to ask you what you got coming up next. You know, what book? You do events. Just tell the people what you got going on.
So I'm at BRBS. I remember there was a time I didn't know what to say right here. Let me just run that thing. I was at
Okay.
BRBF. After BRBF, my supper club, we are doing brunch with a menace with Bonnie Blanco. I am working on, I want to say I got about 6 books that are in the queue right now. And I think I got a release. Uh, I want to say Soul Ties with a Cold Hearted Savage is coming out this month.
Okay.
The
Okay.
first book, and yeah, that's where we are with it.
Listen, listen. I would
Mhm.
like to say that I am so proud of you. I'm
Thank you,
so glad that I got to see it from start. I
man.
was really
Listen,
with you shooting in the gym.
I'm not.
I do like that I got to see, and not to just to say I got to see it first. Let's be
Yeah,
clear about that. I ain't gotta be the person and be like, I remember when. No, I
yeah,
want to be the one say, I remember when she didn't even believe she could do it,
yeah,
and she proved herself wrong.
yeah,
So to
yeah.
see you from
Mm,
there
that was
to
good.
here and to see where it's gonna go from here, I'm
Yeah,
excited. And like you like to say, it's good to be amongst the working.
yeah. Yo, yo. I think that's my benefit. My benefit is so many people saw me say, I think I'm gonna do this. And I think it built a tribe of so much support. So thank you so
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
Thank you.
Listen,
Thank you.
we'll have to hop on that call first. And, hey,
Yeah.
this going on.
Yeah.
Am I crazy? I like to stop my conversation. Hey, could be something, could be
Yeah, yeah,
nothing,
could be
but
nothing.
here's what it is.
Need to hear no
Um,
there. No.
Need to hear. That's all. That's neither here nor there. It's just whatever, whatever, whatever. But
Yeah.
um, I do like your story, and I know it's gonna
Thank you.
be one that you're gonna be telling in front of masses one day, and I'm gonna be there front row.
Thank you.
Just be like,
Thank
"That's my dog." Oh, well, y'all,
thank
this
you. Thank you.
concludes.
Thank
Oh,
you.
you're welcome. This concludes another episode of Oh Charlie Please, or it's Faith First Shade Second.
Yeah.
If you are not already following this young lady on the socials, please follow her at Gigi Reads. Okay,
Hmm.
that's on TikTok, right?
Yep.
What's your social on IG? Because we got to get that following up on IG.
I
Tell
know.
people.
I know.
I'm gonna link it below in the descriptions on the YouTube and but just tell them what it
Oh,
is on
cool.
IG now.
I'm across the board. You see me being
Okay.
organized across the board at Gigi Reads underscore narrator.
Okay. Okay.
And that's TikTok, that's IG, that's Threads, and I want to say it's also YouTube and Facebook. I'm on Facebook at Gigi Reads.
And she on Substack too, y'all.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's where I get my thing off. Oh,
Yeah,
Thursday.
But make sure y'all follow
Thank
her.
you.
If you like to crack it open in the morning, want something good in your ear, definitely follow her on that TikTok, because baby, she
Yeah.
is narrating down. Now I'm coming through saying what's up, but I'm going back to sleep for
Right.
it.
We here
um,
4:30.
Yeah, but make sure y'all follow her. Make sure y'all follow me. I'm at Charlie Please everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Again, subscribe to the YouTube, subscribe to the Apple, subscribe to the Spotify. Make sure y'all leaving comments. I love when y'all shout me out on the socials and y'all put it in y'all stories. Let me know y'all
Yeah.
rocking with me. But baby, I need to get on these people radar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we need more real. We need more real on the radio.
Right.
you know. But I do want to thank y'all. It's been great. We're gonna have
Thank
to
you.
run this
Thank
back
you.
with Gigi again.
Right.
And that's the end of the show. Let me give you some more applause when you get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? You know what
Shout out to young
I'm
Charlie.
saying?
Shout out to young Charlie.
Yeah. But thank y'all again for joining. And until next time, y'all. Peace.
All right.